In this video, I'm going to discuss 9 things that I learned from managing over $250,000 in PPC spend. So here's the Seller Central account of one of my clients. We see over $450,000 in spend over the lifetime, and I want to share 9 key things that I took away from this. Number 1 is that Amazon PPC is mandatory, and it is growing in importance. Right here we see a regular search results for rubber spatula. And here we see there are 4 sponsored items here. Originally, this started at 2 sponsored items, grew to 3, then grew to 4, and will only continue to grow until I suspect in the near future a lot of the first page will just be sponsored items. So if you're not yet using PPC, it's only a matter of time until you will be off the first page and there's only sponsored products on that first page. Number 2 is that you need to know the ins and outs of PPC. If you try to go in blind, you'll get very confused and likely face a lot of issues. There's a lot of metrics that you need to know, like impressions, clicks, CTR, which is click-through rate, understanding your spend and your cost per click, along with your orders and how that relates to your sales and your ACoS. So if you don't know how to understand and manipulate all of these different levers, you'll get really stuck in PPC and end up losing a lot more than you stand to gain. Number 3 is that you need to be patient. A lot of times you'll throw up a new PPC keyword and it won't act as well as you thought it would. And in those cases, it's important to be patient, understand that keywords need time to gather clicks and impressions to eventually get those sales and eventually get that low ACoS that we all want. If you try to judge a keyword too quickly, you'll make rash decisions and you might be turning off a crucial keyword or turning on a keyword that might not do too well. But you need to be patient and you need to see the results for yourself. Number 4 is that PPC will help the organic ranking. Amazon PPC is a cycle which starts with great PPC, which will get you into the first page, which will result in clicks and will result in sales, which will then help your organic ranking for those keywords, which will help bring up your organic ranking and get you on the first page organically, eventually lessening the amount that you need to rely on PPC for your spend. Starting early on, you might have close to 100% PPC sales, but as those PPC sales come in and as your organic rank grows, that will fall down closer to 30 or even 40%. Number 5 is that you want to use the keywords elsewhere. This is another silicone spatula. What I want to show off here is that it's got great keywords in the title like baking, cooking, scraping, premium stainless steel, core technology, seamless rubber spatula. If they use all of these keywords in their PPC, then their overall relevance, which is a type of score that Amazon gives each keyword and judges if you win the bid auctions, that relevance is going to go up because you're bidding on keywords that you have in your title. So Amazon knows that your product is relevant to this keyword, and that's how you win the bid auctions and how you get lower spend by having those relevant keywords. Number 6 is that auto and manual campaigns work together. So here in this picture, we see that teamwork makes the dream work. We have auto campaigns, broad campaigns, and exact campaigns all working together. Ideally, what we want to be doing is using the auto campaign to get new keywords, let Amazon provide new keywords to us, shuffle those into broad, where then we can get even more new keywords based off the STEM keyword, and then shuffle those really high-performing keywords into exact, where we'll see the most profit and we can really control the spend and control the sales. Number 7 is that you want to test everything. So if you have new keyword ideas, give them a test. You won't know if they're good or not until you test them out and let Amazon's market really see if they are good or bad. Only time will tell, and only if you test every keyword, every placement. You want to test everything and make sure that everything is given a chance to shine. Number 8 is that PPC can help you launch. We're back here on this screenshot of the silicon spatulas. Here we see with the sponsored products, a lot of the, specifically this first one, has only 168 reviews. And if we look at the top 3 products organically, we're seeing over 1,500 reviews. So if this were to try to compete organically at this point, it would not do very well because these 3 really have it on lock. But with PPC, we can get this newer product to the #1 spot, which will garner a lot more clicks and sales and really help your launch until you get to a point where you can really compete with these much higher reviewed products. Finally, is that number 9 is that PPC works. Hopefully the sales and ACOS here prove it, but PPC will bring in sales, will grow your ranking, and will get your product into the hands of your customers. It's essential, and hopefully these tips have helped you understand a little bit more about how to use it. See you next time.